I wish to inform the House of the measures being taken by my ministry to address the rising number of road accidents. Number one, immediate review of road safety policies will focus on reduction of road accidents. Number two, assistance will be sought from the UN Secretary Special Envoy for Road Safety, Mr. Jean Todt, to improve our road safety. This is an initiative of the Honourable Prime Minister in due course. Number three, conversion of other highways from single to dual carriageway where needed, as was the case for the La Vigie to SSR International Airport, implemented under the leadership of our Prime Minister. The House and the population will recall how this road was prone to accidents before this conversion. Number four, adoption of a global approach to road safety instead of a piecemeal approach as carried out by the previous government. Number five, revisiting the whole system of granting of driving licenses by the police to make our drivers more skillful and responsible on the road by introducing a graduated licensing system aiming to provide drivers and riders with specific knowledge, skills and driving experience gradually over time in a mix of training environment. The graduated licensing system will comprise four phases, namely a pre-licensing phase, a learner licensing phase, a probationary licensing phase, and a post-licensing phase. Number six, reconstitution of the board of the National Road Safety Council with experts in the field of road safety. Under the chair of the previous chairperson, under the previous government, Mr. A.G., well-known person, only 9 meetings were held during his tenure of office, I'm informed. And he did not succeed to have the support of his members, and meeting had to be cancelled time and again because of lack of quorum. Today, we are paying a high price for this inaction. Number seven, finalization of the curriculum for implementing of road safety education in secondary schools. The program will be launched shortly. In the same vein, the Ministry of Education and Human Resources has been requested to undertake an assessment on the road safety knowledge imparted to primary school students for the cohort of grade 6 this year. Number 8, elimination of the 5 accident black spots locations in the country through appropriate re-engineering works over the next 5 years. Some additional 300 kilometers of road will be rehabilitated to enhance road safety standards as these roads are hazardous to road users. Number 9, working together with the traffic branch of the police to enhance enforcement on road, supported by the proposed new PME Appoint system. Number 10, revamping of the TRMSU into a National Road Safety and Traffic Lead Agency, a dedicated institution for road safety that will implement national strategies for reduction of road-related fatalities. Number 11, modeling of traffic jams throughout the country so as to propose remedial measures which will enhance traffic flow, and in the same vein, road safety. The support of drone technology will be used to make the modeling more effective. Number 12, carrying out an extensive survey island-wide with a view to assessing the state of the road traffic signs and road markings. Where needed, we would reinstate all road signs and marking. This was neglected over the last 10 years. I have time and again been receiving complaints from my colleague MPs to go to their individual constituencies. Number 14, increasing of penalties for road traffic offences. Those not wearing retroflective vests will be taken to the police station. This is a proposition concerned and will be only allowed back on the road if the rider obtains the prescribed retrospective vest. I believe amendment will have to be made to the law. Introduction of legislation, number 15, introduction of legislation to make it compulsory to use child restraint devices in vehicles where applicable. And last but not least, number 16, working together with the Ministry of Education and the MITD for the revamping of the Professional Driving Training Center into a modern one with international norms.